Hi there, everybody. Miss McDonald here. I'm going to tell you, we've been in Boston a few days, and there's a lot of history. I'm going to need to use my little Freedom Trail map to assist me on this one. But we're here at the Old State House in Boston, and the placard that our videographer, Miss Curdy, showed you is shows you the site of the Boston Massacre, March 5th, 1770. So I'm just going to read you a little bit about the Old State House and then also relay some of the really cool information that our National Park tour guide gave us. So this building, built in 1713, this historic landmark was the seat of colonial and state governments as well as a merchants exchange. That cobblestone circle that you saw under the balcony marks the site of the 1770 Boston Massacre, when British soldiers fired into a crowd of Bostonians. Fugitive slave Crispus Attucks was among the 5 victims who died that day. So what's really a couple interesting things about the Boston Massacre was it kind of, from what I heard, kind of organically a crowd formed. There was a lot of commotion. Someone accidentally got shot. There were no orders given. Then more people got shot. And what's really interesting, my big takeaway from the tour guide, sorry, it's a little loud here, but my big takeaway from the tour guide was, what was really interesting was how the British press and the Boston press kind of put out there that this event happened. In the British newspapers, it was labeled the Boston Riot, right? Because it was a city, 4 square miles, 15,000 people, about 5 or 6 people dead, right? That's not a lot of people. It's a riot. It kind of was a riot. There was a lot going on, and the townspeople of Boston were going bonkers, okay? But in the American newspapers, I know your teacher will be able to show you the famous print. I don't have a picture of it in the brochure, but the American newspapers called it the Boston Massacre. Now, what makes a massacre? I don't know. Is out of 15,000 people, 5 or 6 people getting killed, does that make it a massacre? But it's really interesting how the press kind of spread the information, and that was totally intentional on the side of the Bostonians. That's to get people more fired up and riled up against the British government. So I thought that was like totally interesting. There's so much more that I don't know that I wish I could tell you. But yeah, here at the Old State House, and a little bit about the Boston Massacre. Bye.